love actually feels very inconvenient. It actually feels like if you let it in, that it is going to hinder you with your career and where you're trying to go. And you've got this checklist of things that you're telling yourself you need to do before you allow it in. Give me a thumbs up or a note in the comments if this is you, because it absolutely used to be me. I made all these conditions, once I get further along in my acting career, then I can let love in. Once I'm blah, 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 then I can let love in. There was always something stopping me, whether it was going to a wedding overseas or whatever. There was always me putting something in the way because I truly felt that love was going to rock my world too much. It was going to make me unsturdy, and it was going to interfere with my grand plan of where I thought I should be with my career. And I know that many of you in this community feel exactly the same way. We just uncovered this massive furball with one of my amazing clients who's now in my mastermind. And, she's gone to the extent of freezing her eggs. And yet I was like, okay, when are you ready to be a mum? And she froze. She's like, oh, not right now. Definitely not right now. I'm like, what are you waiting for? And when we got to the bottom of it, she was really very much in her old story that she's going to have to stay at home and it's going to be all this work and it's going to take her out of the path that she's on. And it is the opposite of that. When you let love in, you amplify your career, you amplify your path, because love is the highest currency. I'm celebrating 6 years of my anniversary today with my husband. And had I not gotten this deeply when I was living in New York, I wouldn't be here where I am right now in this glorious relationship with the love of my life, the father of my children. I'd be in a relationship, but not this kind of relationship. And if I can do it, and so many of my clients can do it, then there is nothing stopping you from stepping out of the shitty story, out of the misalignment, into the alignment with who you actually truly are, you at your highest, you with your crown on. So book a call with us if you're fed up with waiting, if you're fed up with feeling like it's never going to happen. And if you're honest, deep down, a huge part of you has given up and you're selling out and you're telling yourself, well, maybe I can just be happy with my career and my friends and going on trips, not so much with COVID, but yeah. When you're saying that, that is not your truth. And you're allowed to have love in your life, but you can't keep putting it off with all of your reasons, all of your fears, all of your excuses about how it's going to interfere the current trajectory that you're on, okay? Because that's you being independent. And I recommend you go and grab my book right now. I'm done, from Amazon. I've got a whole chapter on this. Some people read it just for that chapter because it rings true and there's a lot of aha moments inside of your independent self dominating your love life, where it's not letting in the man or the woman because you're in your masculine. So how could you possibly be in the receiving, in the feminine, when you're marching around in the masculine? I share this because I've walked it, I've lived it, and it was honestly like Groundhog Day on steroids. So we're in a new year. It's time to give up all these shitty beliefs and to get on the fast track to being the one that's chosen by the love of your life, where you do get to walk down the aisle this year. Whether it's online or in person, this gets to be your year, but you can't keep doing the same thing. And you've got to get really clear on what it is that is in your way. And I know for many of you, it's this idea that love is inconvenient and it's going to actually rock the boat, make you uncomfortable, make you vulnerable, and certainly hold you back when it comes to career. And it is the opposite. So if you're feeling this deep, let's chat. Mwah.